Hey, this is Digital Dave with another cryptocurrency and blockchain update. Today is September 25th, 2021, and it's been a while since I made a video. And like I always say, when I don't make a video for a while, there's a lot going on, and there is. The crypto markets, of course, the whole world seems to be crumbling for a lot of people, but this is part of the whole, the Great Reset is what some people want to call it, but I call it the Great Transformation. Transformation means we're switching from the old system to the new system. And it's kind of like going from winter to spring. It's never an easy transition. It's, spring comes in like a lion, and we're coming in like a lion right now. Things are being exposed around the world. And this is the time when things, some of the ugly truths are going to come out. So just be prepared the best way you can. You want to be prepared here mentally because this really messes with a lot of people's minds. And you got to stay positive. You know, I'm a professional optimist, and it served me extremely well for many, many years. And if we become negative, if we start to doubt ourselves and we start to fear things, then we are easily controlled at that point. And we need to resist that. And there's a reason to resist that without sticking our head into the sand. We can, we can have a happy and fulfilled life even right now, just as long as you know that this is a necessary part of the transition. All right, greener pastures are ahead. Just hang on. May not happen. It may not be over in the next few months. It might take a little bit longer. Realize that things are coming to light, and that's always a positive thing. Crypto. All right, that's pretty deep stuff. All right, so crypto. We've got all kinds of FUD. We've got the overall FUD. We've got China FUD. We've got government FUD. China FUD, this is probably the 118th time that China has banned Bitcoin. It's just all part of the scenario. You know, what's a bull market without China FUD, right? What's a bull market without China banning Bitcoin? Maybe twice this year already, I don't know, but it seems like it's been 100 or 200 times already in the past 10, 11 years. What is a bull run without all this garbage? You know, it's just all part of that process too. We're at the precipice of a really, really strong Q4, which is coming up, starts in about a week, where things are going to get really, really exciting. And people say, you know, when's this bull market going to end? Should we cash out? Please tell us, Dave, tell me your cash out plan. Tell us what we should do. I can't tell anybody what to do about cashing out the cryptos, but the best thing to do is just realize that, traditionally at the 4-year cycle, November, December is when this thing really blows up, and then we kind of hit a peak there. That's the traditional way. That's what's happened in the previous bull markets. I feel it's going to be a little bit different this time, but the strategy, the crazy crypto strategy, is I call it the win no matter what strategy. So what that means is no matter what move you make, you're going to win. So the move that you might want to make, and this is not financial advice at all, of course, only opinions, that come when we start seeing really, really a lot of euphoria in the market, and the market just really blows up, and you're seeing a lot of big green candles on some of your S coins, some of your and altcoins as well. Sell some of those, and selling can mean many things. You can sell it into Bitcoin, you can sell it into fiat, you can sell it into gold and silver, you can sell it into a stable coin, you can sell it into you start spending your crypto, gift cards. We have the holiday season, we have Christmas coming up, and all that stuff, all those, whatever your favorite winter solstice event is, to be politically correct. For me, it's Christmas. You may be different. We've got the holiday season coming up, so maybe you want to buy gift cards. You can go to egifter.com and spend your cryptos like crazy. They take cryptos. You can go to travala.com. You can spend your Digibyte, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin at Travala, and you can take flights, you can book hotels, rent cars, all kinds of stuff with Travala. I think it's really great. And there's also a site, it is Cheap Air, not Cheapo Air, it is cheapair.com, also takes crypto. And I believe they're flights only, but that might have changed recently. But gold and silver, just about every major online gold and silver dealer takes crypto. Think about that. When things go parabolic, you can cash out into gold and silver. Having some gold and silver in your hand or in your sock drawer, I think is a good idea. It doesn't have to be a lot. I say have some. So I think silver is great. I never ever check the price of silver. I don't care. I don't even know what the price is. Actually, I do. because I talked about it in my members only video yesterday. So silver's, I think, I guess it's like $25 or something right now, in that range. I never check. I don't care if it's $25 or $85. I still buy silver. I don't care. It just feels like it's something I should have. And there's a spiritual aspect to silver as well, which I've really been looking into, which I talked about in the members only video. But the silver is just super suppressed in price. There's a reason why it's suppressed. It's like the most undervalued asset. From its 1980s high, there's nothing comes close as far as a commodity goes than silver. As far as that goes, what I'm repeating myself, but I don't need to. So you might want to grab some silver coins, bars, or rounds. Keep them in your possession if you can. For me, it's not feasible to keep any type of wealth, cryptos, private keys, gold and silver, anything like that. I can't keep with me because I'm obviously out there. I hate that term. But as far as cryptos go, or as far as silver and gold goes, you can use these vault storages. A lot of these companies, online companies, have vault storage. You can do that. So that works great for me and others. Just keep it in a vault. You want to ideally keep it, under, in your eyeballs, in your eyesight. Doesn't work for everybody though. It just doesn't work. Now here in Thailand, you can buy gold in all these gold shops. Gold is very liquid, very plentiful. Silver is hard to find here. Not impossible though. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Speaking of things that are suppressed, it is my investment opinion that Bitcoin Cash is super undervalued and super suppressed for whatever reason. Well, I know what the reason is. I'll tell you right now, the banks fear Bitcoin Cash more than anything. The Bitcoin maximalists, the reason why they talk down on BCH so much, because that is the biggest threat to their BTC, their Bitcoin. Now, I like Bitcoin. I hold Bitcoin. Bitcoin's fantastic. It's the first crypto I've ever had, and probably the first crypto that most people ever get into is Bitcoin. That's the gateway drug, right? I know what's going on with Bitcoin. I know what happened. And this is why I like Bitcoin Cash more. I like them both, so I'm not trying to split anybody and split up any groups. But realize that the banks fear BCH, the Bitcoin max people that just only talk Bitcoin, they fear BCH as well, because they know that it doesn't need a side chain, it doesn't need Lightning Network. Bitcoin does, for if you're going to spend 25 cents of Bitcoin, if you're going to tip somebody just a few pennies or $1, you have to use Lightning Network, which is a less secure. It makes Bitcoin less secure. And all these wallets that they're using in El Salvador, they have to be KYC and AML compliant. So basically, they're back into the whole banking system again. So because they have to do KYC to use these wallets in El Salvador for their Bitcoin wallet. What may happen is they might start switching to BCH, use a different wallet, but we'll see about that. All those, the ATMs in El Salvador, I don't know how many there are, maybe there's not that many, but you can get, El Salvadorians can get not just Bitcoin, they can get Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum as well. Just letting you know that. Keep that in mind. A lot of people don't report that BCH is readily available there and easy to spend without the Lightning Network. And I know somebody's going to come in the comments and say, "Oh, well, Lightning, blah blah blah." But Satoshi did not intend to have a side chain to make it work. All they had to do is make the blocks bigger, and they chose not to. And there's some politics behind that. I don't need to go into all that. But here's the point, though. I want you to really focus now. Maybe you're upset. Why would anybody be upset? People in crypto get so competitive, and my coin's better than yours. That's one thing I don't like about crypto. But let's put that aside just for a second. The key is, and I've said this before, Operation Cash Dump, a previous video I did, I think it's about a year ago, which did really well. People said they really liked that one. I also have this thing I say opt out, and I put it on Twitter yesterday, opt out. And when you opt out of fiat, when you opt out of dollars and euros and whatever currency that you may be using, Canadian dollars, Australian dollars, whatever it may be, pesos, if you get out of the banking system, you basically automatically win. This is, to me and a lot of people, this is more than just profit motives. This is a grassroots motive as well. Because if we get out of the banking system, then it will reduce or maybe end wars and poverty and debt, because all the US dollar is debt-based currency, right? It gets printed, upon demand. It gets inflated. If you cash out, let's say you cash out $1 million into your bank account, okay, and you say, okay, I win. You got $1 million. You are subject to taxation, and that shouldn't stop anybody from taking a profit. But I just want to make you aware that there's the taxation issue that you have to deal with. Everybody's got to deal with that, right? You also realize that once you get money in your bank account, you're back to that whole centralized system again. And you're back into their game again, their quote unquote their game again, and you're back into a debt-based system. You're back into a currency that will lose value. The inflation eats it away, so you're losing money if you keep in a lot of money in your bank account. My advice is to keep, at this peak bull run, keep a 12 months worth of living expenses, a nice little cushion there. If you're going to pay off your house or some bills, a credit card, pay off your family's house, do that. Just have a goal in mind. How much fiat you need to live for a year, and have enough basic supplies in case things get rough. You want to have some water and some food supply. Buy you some gold and silver, of course. You want to have that handy, but figure out what your goal is. If you're going to have $1 million you're in your bank account, and then after all your expenses, you pay for this and you pay off your debts, and you got $900,000 left over, and now you're like, well, now what? Now you got to have money sitting there. What are you going to do? You're going to go out and buy a Lambo or something? There's nothing wrong with that. I think some of these things they're fun. Realize if you put money to a Lambo or something like that, then you're losing the game again, because you're subject to more taxations. You're subject to depreciation of the vehicle itself. There are better ways to put your money, still have fun. Have fun with it. But having a vehicle, you're taking a hit right off the bat. Say you buy a used luxury vehicle 2 or 3 years old, that's the better way to do it. You still have a depreciable asset though. Sure, everybody needs a car, everybody needs a vehicle, just about. Unless you live on this crazy island here, you can just drive a little motorbike or motorcycle and you're good to go. But not everybody lives here. And most places in the world, you have to have a car, unfortunately. That's the way it's designed. That's a whole nother talk about this whole system of transportation, crazy stuff. Okay, so back to cryptos. We want to get out of this whole system. This is the whole point, in my opinion. We want to get out of the fiat system. And I don't care if you buy Bitcoin, the orange logo, if you buy a Bitcoin Cash, the green logo. I'm happy either way. You can buy Monero. Monero's fine. I made a tweet yesterday, and I put Monero as the hashtag, and one of the hashtags. And someone said, first time, Dave, I've seen you talk about Monero. I've got nothing wrong with Monero at all. It's a privacy coin. It's just not as bulletproof as they want you to believe it is. It really can. Transactions can be traced with a motivated person behind wanting to find out what's going on. It can be traced. Having some privacy is good though. So Monero's fine. There is a challenge. Another challenge with Monero is that there's not many vendors that accept Monero. Bitcoin Cash is the most accepted crypto on the planet, more than Bitcoin. Okay. Maybe this stat, to be honest with you, maybe the stat was pre-El Salvador. Maybe it's different now, but as of a few months ago or half a year ago, it was Bitcoin Cash was the most accepted. Unfortunately, people in El Salvador, they have to accept Bitcoin, so it's kind of like looking down the barrel of a gun in a way. But good for them. This is this is great news either way. I would prefer for a country to say, if you want to take this Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash or whatever the crypto it is, do so. We encourage you. We're not going to discourage you. Anyways, you want to get out of it. Get Litecoin. And I don't talk about Litecoin too much. I just like Bitcoin Cash because of its adoption rate and its speed of use. Its instant send transactions. You can spend it privately with some knowledge. You can spend it privately if you want to remain private. Bitcoin Cash, it has the same privacy as Monero. But let me get back to this thing. You want to get digibyte. You want to get out of that system. You want to get into these digital assets that are finite in supply. Digibyte again, 21 billion versus 21 million. There's 1,000 times more supply digibyte. Supply doesn't mean anything. If it has a low supply, high supply, doesn't mean that the crypto is going to go up or down. If it has a super low supply, it doesn't automatically mean this thing is just going to rocket because it has a low supply. If that were the case, then when people make these crypto projects, they start creating these coins, then they say, okay, well, this coin supply is limited to 1,000. This thing's going to be in the top 25 coin market cap. It doesn't work that way. Supply means absolutely nothing. So another example of the reason why supply doesn't mean anything, there's a coin called 42 coin, and the supply is just 42 coins. And if supply meant something, if a low supply actually meant anything, that coin would be like number 1 or number 2 on CoinMarketCap. So I want to end that debate once and all. The supply means absolutely nothing. Here's another example. I'm not going to. I think I've made my point. Means nothing at all. Okay, and I'll give you the market cap doesn't really mean as much as a lot of people think as well too. When I started buying Cardano at about 5 cents was the entry point, was when a lot of the investment went into, and certainly under 10 cents when I started talking about it on YouTube. Cardano, top 10 project at the time, large supply, and it's basically it's done about a 70 to 80x. From my entry point. So again, market cap position it doesn't mean as much as a lot of people think it should. It does mean something sometimes. Supply, let's put that to rest right now. Okay, there's that. Talk about Theta, because I used to talk about Theta a lot, and people were complaining, you talk about it too much, and now they say, well, you don't talk about Theta anymore. There's no way to win in this game. Sometimes it seems like, but you know what? We keep on pressing on. Theta's been flat for a while, but Theta, Amazon went to $100. This is years ago. Went to $100 and went back down to $11, and now it's over $3,000. Theta's like having the Amazon stock. You got to hold on. If you get patient and you start trading out of it because it done anything, that's not the time to trade out of it. You trade out of it when there's a lot of euphoria and it really starts moving. If you're going to trade out of it, but selling Theta and Cardano and Tfuel and Chainlink and Ethereum. These are the Amazons of the crypto world. I didn't list them all. I'll list some more. People say, you left out this one, and the Zilicas and the Digibytes and the Moneros, the Litecoins, the BCHs, the BTCs. I wouldn't, maybe Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin is not the best example, or Litecoin that compares to a company like Amazon, but like the Thetas and the Cardanos and the Chainlinks, that's kind of like the Amazons. Actually, Chainlink is kind of like I've said before, it's like the Google of crypto, because this is all about data and moving data from outside of the blockchain and inside of blockchain, the essential oracle that we all need. And recently Cardano says that they're now using Chainlink, and Theta is using Chainlink. All these DeFi projects, basically every project is going to be using Chainlink, and I still believe Chainlink is, I'm surprised it's not $100 by now, I'll be honest with you, but I do think that Link will start creeping up back into the top 10, where it was at one point. I bought Chainlink when it was like between 1 and 200 on CoinMarketCap, when it was 35 cents, maybe it was even lower than that on CMC. They went into the top 10. There's 2 coins I bought that was in the 1 to 200s or 200s plus, and that was Theta and Chainlink, that went from nowhere into the top 10. They both retraced, but I think that Chainlink and Theta should start marching back up to that top 10 spot again. I have faith that they will start marching towards that again. And let's see what else is happening. So don't give up on Theta. I haven't sold any Theta. I haven't moved any. I haven't sold any Tfuel. These, why would you sell Amazon stock at $10, $20? Only someone that's regretting it now did that back then, right? Now it's $3,000. The biggest regrets are when you make these moves like that, when you get impatient. These are the biggest regrets that people make in crypto. I want you to avoid that if you can. If you have dry powder, buy these ones that if it resonates with you, buy these coins that just haven't done anything for a while, and you can start. This is your chance to start loading up again. This is kind of like buying Theta at $5 to $6. It's kind of like buying it for 50 cents or less a year ago. That's the way I look at it. Okay, here's an update with Unstoppable Domains. This is really big news. This is another step towards mass adoption. There's a wallet called the Trust Wallet. It's a mobile-only wallet, and I did a review about it earlier this year. No, it was last year. Last year I did a review about it in the Patreon group, and I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I really like the Trust Wallet. This is not sponsored, by the way. I like the Trust Wallet. It's Binance's official wallet. And people say, I don't trust Binance. Should I trust the wallet? Yes, I believe you can trust the wallet because it's an open source project. You have control of your private keys. Binance or no one else sees your private keys. Only you have them when you write those 12 words down, called the seed phrase, and you write them down on paper. Keep that paper under lock and key, wherever you want to keep it, and bury it out in the yard, whatever, in a tube, whatever you want to do with it. But you have control of your coins. There's no KYC, no AML requirements for the Trust wallet, and this goes for Exodus and Atomic and all these other wallets too, that where you write down 12 to 24 word seed phrase. So here's what's going on with that. Just a couple of days ago, they announced that the Trust wallet, all the coins that Trust wallet supports, they support 53 blockchains, and this is Ethereum, this is Litecoin, Digibyte, Bitcoin, this is Theta. This is one of the few. Or maybe this was the first third-party wallet to support Theta, which really impressed me that that Trust wallet supported Theta. So that's another blockchain, and 48, 50 others they support. Every single coin that wallet supports supports the unstoppable domain name. So there's now 10 extensions. So a while ago I talked about .crypto and .zil. And now they have .x, .888, they have .blockchain, .coin, .nft, .dao, and I'm gonna have to look at my notes now. I can't memorize them all. I should be able to. They've got .bitcoin, .wallet, I don't know if I said wallet or not. They got .x, and I think I covered all 10 of them. Okay, here's what's going on. So if you buy Unstoppable Domain, you buy it one time, you don't rent it for $10 a year, you buy it, you own it for life, because it is an NFT that you control. You can sell it, you can keep it, you can attach your family name to it, you can attach your business to it, your organization, your charity, your church, synagogue, temple, whatever, and you own it for life. Let's say your name's Martha Johnson. I don't know where that name came from. Who's Martha Johnson? Who is that? I don't know. And you wanted to say, hey, I've got my domain name, and now what you can do once you set it up within first you have to claim it. It's still a little bit techy at this point, but these things will get easier. You want to claim it now, though, before someone else buys your name. Once you set it up, once you claim your name, you set it up within the Trust wallet, and you can all the coins that the Trust wallet supports, which is all the major ones basically. They can send crypto to marthajohnson.crypto, marthajohnson.x, or marthajohnson.bitcoin. They can send you Digibyte, Litecoin, maybe Dash, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, whatever, to that one domain name without the confusing 20 to 40 word characters that are associated with the receive address with cryptos. No chance for error. Very, very small chance for error when you have a name, a real human readable name attached to a unstoppable domain. Makes it really simple once you get that done. So I can't advise, but I would suggest you might want to start looking at some unstoppable domains and just securing them. And you can claim them and set it up within your wallet later. The thing is, you want to just buy it now. That way you hold it, you own it. And until you claim it, it will be on the Unstoppable Domains centralized server, but that's that's fine too. A lot of people have just bought their domains there, and they're going to keep them. And when it's time to use them, they're going to use them later on. There's no rush to do that. But the big news is that if you got Barbara's, there I go with it was Martha before. We had Barbara's Bakery. I think that's actually trademarked though. Okay, we'll say Barbara's Bakery. I like that name anyways. barbarasbakery.zil. Can take all these cryptos just to that one domain when it's set up within the Trust wallet. If you got NFT projects that you're buying, or if you want to launch your own NFT project, you definitely want to get a .nft unstoppable domain. You got crypto gorillas, whatever. These are just examples. I don't know if there's such things as a crypto gorilla. You get crypto gorillas.nft. Again, if you're a collector or if you plan on launching your project, definitely get .nft domains. .x is the hottest one. I've had a call with Unstoppable Domains less than a week ago. .x and .nft are the two hottest domains right now, and they said they're just flying. People are just claiming them, and maybe they're going to speculate and flip them later on. Maybe they're going to use them for something. It doesn't matter. You want to just hold on to it. Again, you own it for life. You don't rent it for $10 a year. I still like .crypto. I like .coin. I think I didn't mention .wallet. That's another one. .wallet is another extension. So anybody that's into crypto projects, you might want to start getting your .wallet extensions. .blockchain. I think .blockchain is going to come later on. .coin. My favorite is the .888. People that know me, they know I like the 888s. The price for the The super low price for the my Patreon is $18.88 a month, and it's almost ridiculous with all the value that I put in there. But I like the 888s. You know, I need to get a hat that says "Make 888 Great Again." But you know, the eights and the 8 and the 888 or whatever is very auspicious, especially in the Asian culture. And I'm in Asia right now, and I just like the 888. It's so easy to remember too. .888. So that's my personal favorite is that one. And so, anyways, if that resonates with you, check in the link below. A link to buy the Unstoppable Domains. If you follow that link, it takes you right to the site. And you know, just look around. If you don't see anything that floats your boat, no worries. Okay. Lastly, I want to talk about there's a Crazy for Cryptos exchange. You go to crazyforcryptos.com, click on Exchange 1. It's the most popular one, and you can instantly swap your Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, whatever it is, Ethereum, for Theta. This is no KYC, no AML required, no AML, no account needed. You can swap it. You can swap it. There's a new word. I have to, every video I'll come up with a new word, and there's that one. I will not repeat that one again though. So you can swap it. Again, hassle-free, no account needed. You have to already have a wallet in place because you send crypto to it, and it'll bounce it right back to you. Swaps are only taking about 5 minutes now. Used to be back in the spring, there was some were hanging up for hours. They changed now, it's got that all corrected now. So check that out. Try the minimum amount first. Try the smallest amount you can first. If you're new to this, if you mess it up, if you're out $10, $20, you're out $10 to $20. You don't want to send half a Bitcoin on your first try. If you mess it up, then there's no way to recover your funds, most likely. But I do like that option. And the average fee is just over 3%. You can test it yourself. You can just put in a faux order. You're going to say you want to use $100 worth of USDC, swap up for USDT, which is US dollar coin for Tether, and it'll show you exactly how much you'll get, and it turned out to be just over 3%. So that's there if you want to use it. Exchanges might be a little bit cheaper, but realize exchanges do have a lot of hidden fees, and they have the withdrawal fees because they take some of your coins. Just keep that in mind, that some of the rates aren't quite as competitive as they want you to think it is. But that's just an option. I'm not saying you have to use it or you should use it. Just an option for people that want to stay anonymous, and a lot of people like that. All right, I've been talking a lot. This is Digital Dave. I'll see you guys next time.